Imagine spending years trying to save your first $100,000, checking your bank account, skipping vacations, driving an older car, saying no when everyone else is saying yes. And after all that sacrifice, you finally reach six figures. Now, here's the strange part. Most people think getting from $100,000 to $200,000 will be just as difficult, but it isn't. In fact, many investors discover something surprising. The first $100,000 feels almost impossible. The second comes much faster, and every milestone after that becomes easier. Why? Because once you hit $100,000, your money finally starts working as hard as you do. Most people never reach $100,000 invested, not because they're lazy, not because they're bad with money, but because the beginning is painfully slow. Let's say you save $500 every month. The first year feels exciting. You're making progress. Then reality kicks in. You check your investments. Maybe they're up a few $100s. Maybe they're down. Maybe they barely moved at all. And that's when many people quit because it feels like nothing is happening. You're putting in all the effort, but the results don't seem to match. It's like pushing a giant boulder uphill. Every step requires energy. Every inch feels earned. And the top of the hill seems impossibly far away. Here's what makes the first $100,000 unique. At the beginning, almost every dollar in your account came from you. You worked for it, you saved it, you sacrificed for it. Your investments contribute very little, but something changes as your portfolio grows. Let's imagine your investments earn 10%. If you have $10,000 invested, that's about $1,000 per year. Nice, but not life-changing. Now imagine you have $100,000 invested. That same 10% return becomes $10,000 without working extra hours, without asking for a raise, without taking on a second job. For the first time, your money starts generating meaningful money. And that's where the game changes. But the biggest change isn't financial, it's psychological. Before $100,000, you worry about money constantly. Unexpected expenses feel dangerous. A job loss feels terrifying. Every financial decision carries weight. But after reaching six figures, something remarkable happens. You stop thinking like a survivor and start thinking like an investor. You begin asking different questions. Not, can I afford this? But is this the best use of my money? Not, how do I get through this month? But, where will I be in 10 years? Your entire relationship with money changes, and that mental shift may be worth more than the money itself. Here's something most people don't realize. Compound interest is boring until it isn't. At first, growth feels invisible. Then one day, you notice something strange. Your investments made more money this month than you saved. Read that again. Your money earned more than your paycheck contributed. That moment changes everything. Because now you're no longer building wealth alone. You have an employee working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that employee never sleeps, never takes vacation, and never asks for a raise. That employee is your money. Unfortunately, most people quit too soon. They get discouraged, they see slow progress, and they assume investing doesn't work. But investing isn't designed to reward impatience. It's designed to reward consistency. The first $100,000 demands discipline, months of saving, years of patience, countless decisions that nobody sees. That's why reaching six figures isn't just a financial achievement. It's proof of character. It proves you can think long term, delay gratification, and stay committed even when results aren't immediate. Those skills are far more valuable than the money itself, because once you've built them, you can build almost anything. This is where things become exciting. Once you hit $100,000, every future milestone becomes easier. Not easy, just easier. Because every dollar invested is now helping create more dollars. Momentum begins to take over. The same force that made the beginning difficult now starts working in your favor. It's like reaching the top of the mountain. The climb isn't over. But gravity finally starts helping. And that's why wealthy people often seem to build wealth faster over time. Not because they discovered a secret, but because compound growth rewards those who survive long enough to experience it. If you're still working toward your first $100,000, don't get discouraged by how slow it feels. It's supposed to feel slow. You're building the hardest part first. You're creating momentum. You're building habits. You're building discipline. And one day you'll look at your investment account and realize something incredible. The money is finally working as hard as you are. And that's the moment wealth stops feeling impossible and starts feeling inevitable. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Dollar Current for more insights on investing, wealth building, and financial freedom, because the decisions you make today can change the rest of your life.